For the Lightning, Holmberg getting squeezed back of the net. Penalty call coming up here against Montreal. It's going to be a holding call, and the Lightning will get the first power play, and things are bubbling over here a little bit.
Yanni Gourde was right in the middle of it against Arbor Jackeye. And now Jackeye outweighs him, and is, I don't know, about 5 inches taller than him. Yanni's pushing back, but then in comes Gallagher. Gallagher made about the same kind of material as Yanni Gourde. They're two birds of a feather, to say the least. The original penalty, I think, is going to be for holding along the wall, and then all the rest of the stuff just happened. I think there's the penalty against the wall. That's when the referee's arm goes up. Yanni Gourde skated through the crease a little bit too quickly. He knows who he's up against. Arbor Jackeye is one of the biggest
Montreal
guys
penalty,
in the league.
number 47, 2-minute minor, holding.
So it's the holding penalty that starts it.
To the burst of speed, point, shot, save Dobish, and this one is going to go off the boards and back down, not all the way down though, and in behind the net, Kucherov and Dobson are going at each other, and both are headed to the box.
Kucherov was already telling the goaltender, hey, it's okay here, I'm not doing anything, it was accidental. It was kind of like almost apologizing, and I don't think that Dobson saw what happened. So when Dobson saw a guy on top of his goaltender, Dobson comes over. So the referees now they're seeing that there's been skirmishes. They're trying to cut this down. Kucherov's going to go along with Dobson.
Tampa 86 minor penalty, goalie interference. Montreal 53 minor penalty, roughing, still 5-on-4.
So they take them both.
Yeah, so it's going to be goaltender interference. So watch Kucherov here. But he yeah, I didn't get a good look at that. So he goes in there, and then I think it was kind of like the goaltender is backing into me here to get back into his spot. I'm not sure exactly what Kuch was doing there, but yeah, he deserved an interference call. But see how at the end there he's kind of like, you know, kind of pushed on his back like, yeah, I know I shouldn't be here. Anyway,
he's saying sorry, and then Dobson saying, I don't care how sorry you are. So picks it up on the fly, drops it off, give and go play, but Gensel's bumped off the puck.
Ooh, he got popped in the face there too, like Goalie.
And now,
great points in there now.
Yeah, tempers flare. You're right. Goalie gave him a shot.
He did. It's one of those you get nose to nose, and you kind of like, why I oughta, and then who makes the first move? Sometimes you think, well, you're just posturing. Yeah, well, Goalie wasn't posturing. He popped him with the glove on.
Lilleberg not happy that Bolduc had him in a headlock.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot going on. Jackeye's in the middle of that, and Jackeye is definitely their toughest guy. There's Anderson and Guentzel.
Yeah, that is not what you want to see for the Lightning.
No.
Guentzel's game, but Anderson's out of his weight class. This is as much emotion as we've seen all night, and this one's not over between Guentzel and Anderson.
Well, Anderson wants him. He recognizes who it is. I can tell by the look that he gave him. Guentzel's thinking, nah, you know, I want to stay in the game here. Anderson's pretty smart. He's like third line guy for them. Jake Guentzel is one of their top 6 and is going to be power play guy and lots of ice time here when they're down by a goal. Anderson just being smart, getting engaged there with Jake Guentzel.
So the referees will have their hands full sorting this whole thing out. Here's another look at how it all started, Brian.
Yeah, it'll go right here, and then, yeah, he's going to get popped right here in a second with the glove on. Right there. And then Jackeye's in with Guentzel. You got to be careful, yeah, who you go in against. There are some mismatches there, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt.
Corey Perry with a couple of words for some old teammates perhaps there too. Corey, a former Montreal Canadian. Yeah, Nancy Anderson wanted a piece of Guentzel. He is a smart guy. He's like, okay, yeah, I'll take him off, no problem. And Guentzel is going off, as is Anderson. And then there's Jackeye. Yeah, he's actually his name should be Black Eye, because if you get in a fight with him, that's what you're going to end up with.
Yeah, he fought Scott Sabourin earlier this season, and we saw how he can really take you down.
Montreal 76, Montreal 77, Tampa 78, Tampa 59, 4-minute cheese for roughing. We're playing 5-on-5.
4 minutes each. Radish to shoot either the 20-goal scorer with the, oh no, that's a bad hit.
Evans buried Kucherov, and in comes Radish to deal with Jake Evans. And Kucherov is down on one knee.
Yeah. Kuch gets the puck along the wall, and as he stops up, he just got buried by Evans. He went in basically face first on the play. He's back up of his own accord. Thank goodness for that. Here we go. Kucherov's gonna, it was in his feet. He stops. And when he stops up there, he's got no way to defend himself. And Evans doesn't hold up on the play. That's what it's all about. That's super slow-mo. We show it one more time, guys. After this one, it's the real speed. That's the effect. Well, geez, I mean, you can see the side of his head and his shoulder and everything gets driven right in. But things are different at real speed. Here we go. Yeah, he piled right in. He did not stop.
There's a major penalty on the play. The play will be under review.
Also, they have handed out a major penalty, and I'm assuming that is to Evans, because I'm thinking, how is that not a penalty?
Yeah.
You saw the numbers all the way, so they've announced a major. They didn't say what it was for. I assume it would be boarding, but Radish is also in the box right now for the Lightning for his reaction and his response to the hit by Evans. And now they'll look at it. The two referees tonight are Jean Hebert and Brennan Blandina.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what's the advantage here. Okay, if it's a major 5-minute, but Radish is in the box, there's only 2:33 left. If they play even for a bit, it's not going to matter that it's 3 minutes extra. We'll see what they say. Yeah, that's a hit you're supposed to hold up on for sure. I'm assuming that's the 5-minute.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We've got confirmation, but yes, that's what it is. And Kucherov is okay over on the Lightning bench, catching his breath because they're going to need him in a moment. You know.
Yeah.
Montreal penalty number 71 has a 2-minute minor for boarding. Tampa Bay Lightning number 43 has a 2-minute minor for roughing. We will continue 5-on-4.
So there you go. They even out the calls between Evans and Radish, and it's still a power play for 28 seconds on the initial call against Suzuki.
So we talked about that Montreal's just not given up any goals against in the last 5 games. It's been pretty spectacular. That's always the name of the game.
Here we go. One more scrap, and Jack just wrestled Sabourin to the ice as Sabourin was looking to go, and
yeah,
I think Jack just took him down and said, "We're not doing this now."
Yeah, it happened pretty quick for sure. Sabourin went hunting there, and we got another one. Chernak in the corner now
with Veleno. Struvel's in there. Dano, Gonsalves. As tempers are flaring here, frustrations high for the Lightning. It's been that type of night. It's Montreal's come in here and they played a good road game and frustrated them.
Yeah. Well, we got Chernak all turned around there now. Chernak's got the jersey over. That's dangerous. No, not over yet.
No, Williberg is. Remember, he's got that cage on.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ready to fight yet. He will gladly fight.
Yeah.
But maybe not right now while he's still recovering from that facial fracture he had a few weeks ago. And out goes Chernak. Lightning have had 37 shots on net tonight, Brian. Out shooting Montreal 37-23.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this looks a lot like the last win Montreal had at Carolina.
Lightning have got to the net. They've got shots to the net, pucks to the net. Can't get it, especially at the right time. There's Jack-Eye and Sabourin, who, as you said, have seen each other before. He goes right back at him. Jack-Eye knew it was coming.
From the referee.
Tampa penalties. Number 46, number 81, number 93, number 20, number 78 all have 2-minute minors for roughing. Montreal, number 90, number 47, number 24, number 11, and 72 all have 2-minute minors for roughing. We will continue.
The Montreal Canadiens are going to walk away with 2 big points here on the road.
Well, there's Anderson and McDonough. McDonough didn't like the way Anderson took him into the wall with only a couple of seconds to go. Ryan doesn't get, tweaked up very often. And now we got Dastu, and is that Veleno? No. Kapanen, 91. But yeah, Mac didn't like the way Anderson took him into the wall. So that's what started as the whistle was going. And McDonough sent a little message back to Anderson. A lot going on here. As I said, these two teams play one more time. And it's about possible, playoff situations down the road too. See, here's Mac. There's only a couple of seconds left. Anderson comes in heavy. It's a 4-1 game. Mac's going, okay, right, you want to do that? And see, this is the kind of stuff that leads to the next game too, where something can happen early in the next game. They go, well, why'd they do that? Why are they so upset? Well, these guys don't forget.